I want to talk about a movie called Sinners, and I'm going to share my screen on the poster real quick over here. Okay. This movie blew my mind and my expectations. Okay. And before I break down why this movie is important for brothers, our image, right, and black men, okay, I want to talk about what the movie is about first and foremost, okay? And I want to talk about why I went to watch it. I don't watch a lot of movies often, right? I don't go to cinemas often. I only go to cinemas if the movie is very, very good, okay? So the movie Sinners, right, is about two brothers these are two twin brothers, all right, who come back to Mississippi after doing some sort of stints in Chicago with Al Capone, all right, and they come back to Mississippi, right, to their hometown, okay. But what's interesting here is the whole theme about sinners. What's interesting here is the meaning, the background, and what it means to black men and for black people, right? And our image. Okay. So these guys come back to Mississippi, right? And they want to start their lives again. So they buy this cabin, right, for black people to make music, dance there, and have a great time. It's set in the 1930s or 40s, where, as you know, racism was quite intense there towards black people, was crazy towards black people, okay? Now, they happened to buy this tent from a KK Beep member, okay? And what's funny here is that, you know, this cabin is some sort of safe haven for black pain, black happiness, and black trauma. And what's incredible here is that it's the theme of music, all right? This cabin here is where they play music. They come there to have a great time. They dance, they celebrate. And and the film, for me, right, shows you the power of music, the power of sounds, okay? And how music can bring about happiness, freedom, but also bring about evil, attracting evil. Now, have you ever listened to music, right? And there's been times where you're in a trance, like you're in a different world, okay? Like you're levitating, okay? I think music has some spiritual elements to it. And I think this film here, right, showcases, the power of music and how music can attract evil. And in this case, right, the music that the main character called Sammy plays is very beautiful. And when you're in the cinemas, right, okay, you can hear the production, the sounds, the singing. It sounds so wonderful. And his music is so powerful that it transcends time, past, present, and future, but it also attracts evil. And we can also apply that to modern day society. Okay? We can also apply that to modern day society. A lot of people speak about how rap music is causing a lot of young black people to do crazy things. Okay? And I think there's some truth to that. Because look at what some certain rap music pushes, right? The message of harming another black person, and we're this and we're that. I'ma shoot that whatever grammar's up, okay? And you can see, like, music can influence people to do bad things, particularly young impressionable minds. So essentially, music can cause you to do sin, right? And when we delve deeper into that, right, music can cause you to do other sinful things, not just kill someone or delete someone, right? But it can cause you, right, to, you know, cheat on someone. It can cause you to do infidelity. You know, these R&B songs, right, what they rap about or what they sing about, okay? When you're in a club, right, when you're in a club, when you're in a function, right? When you're in a club, when you're in a function and a song comes up, right? And then there's this beautiful woman that's next to you. But guess what? You're a married man. You're a married man. You are a married man. Okay, but there's this song, this very infectious R&B song that singing about sex, about being sensual, right? About being freaky. But you got this bad half black, half Japanese chick in front of you, right? And then she's getting closer to you, but you're married, right? But because you're in the moment, because the music is so infectious, right? You grab her close to you. Right? You start kissing her. And at that moment there, you've cheated. So music, right, can influence sin. And that's what makes this movie genius, in my opinion. The different elements of how music, right, is a core function of the movie itself. Not only can music bring joy, and you can see, right, in the cabin, all the black people there, they're dancing, having a great time. But while they're dancing, having a great time, right, you can see that it attracts white people. And these are white people who are evil in the form of vampires. So the music that Sammy is playing is so powerful, it attracts vampire white people who are evil, who turn black people into vampires, right? And you can see, right, it's kind of like a double meaning here, because it's like white people in the movie try to get into the cabin to enjoy the music with black people. And they started singing their own music, Irish music. And if you apply that to real life, right, that's kind of like cultural appropriation, or white people trying to take over a black space or black culture. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. Essentially, culture vultures. So the double meaning in this movie is genius. So you have one aspect of music creating and bringing sin. You have another aspect of music, giving freedom, expression, joy, happiness. Then you have music from a racial lens where the music is so powerful, it attracts evil white people who want to be culture vultures in a black person's space. That's genius. And, that is what we go through with life on planet Earth. Sin. I look left, right, forward, and center. Sin is all around us. In the clubs, in the bars, right? Amongst people we know and we don't know, it's sin, and it's being driven by music. And there's a core point here that music is spiritual. And I think we can argue that in some cases that music can be spiritual. When you put your headphones on and a very powerful beat turns on, you close your eyes, it's like you're levitating. Then you start reminiscing about the past or the future or the present, right? There are some spiritual elements to music, and there's been studies where music makes your brain do certain things. And this film shows that, right? It shows that. This film, Sinners, is a blend of horror, vampires, black oppression, culture vultures, racism, and it's all driven by sin. Sin. And for me, music is that core part of sin. It's genius. So that is what the film is about. And do you know what, right? Like, honestly, the part when the music plays and then the main character, Sammy, the guy playing the guitar, right? He starts engaging actually with a black woman, And that black woman is married. She's married. But guess what? In the house of sin, that cabin, when music is playing, she disregards her marriage and her husband and cheats on him with Sammy because she's in that trance that music has pushed her towards doing that. The spiritual control of music. And there's a scene in the film where Sammy's playing the guitar, and then we see a scene of twerking in the future, DJs playing music in the future, or in the past, or in the present, and it shows the past, present, and future all at once. That was incredible. That was incredible. And so it's showing you that music has a spiritual element to it, and music can drive sin. Right? And let's be real, rap music is pushing a lot of sin in today's society. Rap music talks about, I'm a F that, I'm a F your woman. I'm a steal your woman for you. Rap music is talking about, yo, I'll pull up on that black dude over there and bam, 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 bam. And we see a lot of black kids in Chicago copy that kind of imagery from rap music and the sounds and act on it. That's a spiritual thing right there. That's spiritual, my brothers. That's spiritual. Y'all don't get it. This film is powerful. Music. Are there supernatural elements in music? Yes. So that is my review on this film, right? But for me, it's bigger than that. Drill rap. Yes. Drill rap. Is there a spiritual, supernatural element in drill rap that is causing black men to delete other black men off planet Earth? I think there is. There could be. Because when you constantly hear these low vibrational sounds telling you, go and end that brother's life. Go and delete that brother's life. Yo. So that is my review for this film so far, okay?